the Prattville Lions Football Review Show with Coach Caleb Ross. Brought to you by Long Lewis Ford,
Gibson's Tire Pro,
Dreyer Physical Therapy, and Lynn North, your local All-State agent.
Welcome into Week 9 of the Prattville Lions Football Review. I'm Will Barrett, joined as always by our head coach Caleb Ross. Looking back at last week's awesome 23-18 win over the Smith Station Panthers on the road in Smith Station, Alabama. And Coach, we've had a lot of reasons to celebrate this year, but a lot of reasons really in this game as you accomplished one of the goals that you set out to accomplish this year.
Yeah, I mean, you got to think 4 years of not being in the playoffs, 4 years of wanting our kids to feel that moment. You know, when we took the job, obviously every team's goal was to win a state championship, and that's still our goal. But short-term goals were, we got to get this thing back in the playoffs. That was kind of me personally, one of my goals of, I'd consider a successful year, my first year at Prattville, and get us back in the playoffs. Now that we're here, obviously we want to go win, and we're going to take the thing as far as we can. But I was just, man, the emotion, and you don't realize it till you hear, and you hear the stories. Coach, we ain't been in Montgomery School. Coach, we ain't been in the playoffs, and these seniors are so bad. I want to know what that feels like. So for us to go and accomplish that, man, very proud, very pleased. You know, I know we're going to talk about the game here in a second and ins and outs of that, but just the big picture of where we're at and getting that accomplished, man, just means a lot. Means a lot to me. I know it means a lot to these kids. It means a lot to the fan base. Just a big win Friday night.
Absolutely. And, you know, we knew we were going up against a Smith's team, and you had warned us at the beginning, this team is much improved. This is a hard-nosed team. Coach Glisson will have them playing really solid defense. And they was just as advertised. They was a hard-nosed, defensive fought game. But on the road, you know, you win the first 5 minutes of each half, and you got a really good chance to win the ball game. And Prattville definitely won the first 5 minutes of the first half.
That's it. And you know, you played a Smith's team that, man, you talking about a guy that's done a really good job with that program as well, man. Outstanding. And I mean, just that program's won one game in the last 2 years, and here they are. They got a chance to have a winning season if they beat Eufaula this week. But it was at their place. We knew it was going to be a tough environment. They weren't flashy. They didn't do a whole lot of fancy stuff. Man, they just lined up. They played really good defense. They ran the football, and man, and they made you beat them. They're a team that was not going to go turn the ball over. They weren't going to go beat themselves, and we had to go beat them. And I'll tell you this, they had a really good game plan. They loaded the box. They played 5-2 cover zero bear, which cover zero means there's no safeties back, basically man-to-man. And we took advantage of some things, but they make you have to execute the throw game. Running the football, even though we did, because we're always going to try to establish some type of run game, man, they got angles. They got numbers on you on about everywhere you look. So they really provided a challenge for us. We knew they potentially could do that, but you know, a lot of teams, man, they just kind of rolled the dice, and we hurt them early with it. You know, we threw 2 big passes there in the first 2 drives. Obviously, we threw the seam ball to Taylor there, who made a great throw by Trey, great catch by Taylor. Then we really kind of caught them there. We had a wheel route with the post with Malik, and fortunately for us, they let the post go and let Malik wide open there. And we thought we had some other stuff in the second quarter there. We just missed some throws. But hard-fought game, and I have heard that too. You win the first 5 minutes of each half, you win the game. And most time that turns out to be true, and it proved to be that way the other night. You know, we get out there and we go 14-0, and they establish a long drive. They score 14-10 at half. And then, like you said, we come out, and I think our second drive on offense, we take it down and score. And really thought, man, we got control of this game. But, man, Smith, give them credit, man. They're hard fought. Man, they tough. They stuck in there, and they gave themselves a chance to win at the end. And really, truly, probably the player of the game is probably Tylen Pirine, man, for hitting a big punt that pinned them inside the 1 yard line that really, you thought, man, with 3 minutes left to go in the game, them going 98 yards is going to be really tough. And it really kind of sealed the game for us, and like I said, it's a hard-fought win.
With about 35 seconds left in the game, it was obvious after the safety that the Lions were going to win this game and get back into the playoffs. Talk about the emotions from your team on that sideline in the huddle after the game. I mean, there was a huge celebration on that sideline, and I know it had to feel like the monkey was finally off our back.
It was, and yeah, man, the football coach and me, I get so dialed in, and I won't. You know, man, I want us to do things the right way. I want us to play the right way. Sometimes I'm not so much worried about the scoreboard. Man, I get the big picture of winning and losing, but the football coach in me says, are we playing this game the right way? And I thought we made some really good plays. I think Friday night was our best game. I did not. I thought that, man, we struggled at times on some things, and I thought defense played good. I thought they gave up a few explosive plays. But I'm realistic of it, understanding the big picture, understanding these kids, man, they want this. This emotion was so big, and you could just feel the energy right there at the end. Even though the coach in me is wanting our guys to do things the right way and act the right way and make sure, because somebody's got to lead us. We can't have chaos. But I'm very aware of what we just happened, we just accomplished. But it's one of those that, man, we'll celebrate when we get this thing finally 0-0 when we get the thing off to the side. But man, and I think you saw a little bit of emotion come out and just the joy on our kids' face, man. That's why you coach. It's one of the things that, there's many joys of coaching, but that's one of them, to see kids set a goal, a realistic goal, and they go accomplish it. And they did. They earned this, man. These kids, from day one since we've been here, they bought into everything we've said. They have worked their tails off from the summer to we pushed them up, man, all at practice, and we kept saying, just keep believing. Either our tough losses to Central and Wetumpka and to Auburn, man, they keep coming right back and responding the right way. So, and here's another example of really probably the biggest win in this program had in the last 4 years.
Absolutely. It was a great night, a great win. Prattville wins 23-18 over the Smith Station Panthers and locks up the number 3 seed in 7A Region 2 for the playoffs this year. Let's take a look at just how it happened with these highlights coming up right now.
Man, these kids, man, they've been wanting this moment for a long, long time, man, for 4 years. And we challenged them, man, and they found a way to go get into the playoffs.
Sure
That's
did.
a big moment for these kids, man, big moment.
This is Caleb Ross, head football coach at the Prattville Lions. I want a special thanks, special shout out to Long Lewis Ford for being a proud supporter of Prattville football. Prattville football and Long Lewis, both built Ford tough.
I think this we advise thing has gotten a little bit out of control.
What do you mean?
Hootie, I think I need a change. Should I cut my hair?
Disney World or Las Vegas?
Leather pants or a kilt?
How can I get
What do
my
you think?
Is it all right to wear socks with
Do you
sandals?
babysit?
Let's just stick with what we know.
Gibson's Tire Pros. We advise, you decide. Serving the River region for over 35 years and carrying great tire brands like Bridgestone and Firestone.
In our profession, we see a lot of remarkable recoveries. One thing that each success story has in common is the courage needed to take that first step. At Dreyer Physical Therapy Institute, we want to make it as easy as possible for you to get the expert opinion you need, so we've made that first step free. Sign up for a complimentary screen at any Dreyer location today, and we'll assess your condition and recommend the best next steps to get you back on the road to recovery. Call or click today to schedule your complimentary screen. DreyerPT.com/screen.
I'm a teenage girl. My BFF Becky texts and says she's kissed Johnny. Well, that's a problem because I like Johnny. Now, I'm emotionally compromised and whoopsies. I'm all, OMG, Becky's not even hot. And if you've got cut rate insurance, you could be paying for this yourself. So get Allstate. You can save money and be better protected from mayhem like me.
Mayhem is everywhere, so get an Allstate agent. Are you in good hands?
Prattville winner 23-18, a great night for football. Not a great night if you're a spectator, really, because it was about a 20-mile wind whipping through there, and it's about 48, 49 degrees. It was a cold night.
Yeah, you know, I didn't really notice. I guess we prepared for it. We were layered up, and then I guess the intensity and the heat of a game coaching down there, and you're not sitting in the stands. You're kind of down there, more blanketed down there, so it kind of felt pleasant to me. But but I know what I could imagine, though, especially on them cold concrete bleachers. But hey, it was a good night, though, because the Lions won. So.
That's exactly right. Lion Nation traveled well to it. And we are going to go inside the Lions cage now with a guy who has been a big part of the success this year, number 61, your senior offensive lineman, Connor Suggs.
Yeah, you know, he's a kid that missed the first 5 games of the year, had a partially torn meniscus. Got a little repair there, and man, we weren't really sure we were going to get him back. We got him back, and man, he has been outstanding and really starting to play better and better each week. You know, that first week you could tell he wasn't bothering, his knee wasn't bothering him, but he just had to get the rust off. And each week he's gotten a little bit better, and had his best game this past Friday night. Was the player of the week for us on the O-line, and I'm glad that, you know, Lion Nation gets to see a little bit of the great personality of Connor Suggs, a very serious person, but, you know, man, very, very good young man that I'm glad is part of us.
You're going to love this guy. Let's go inside the Lions cage with offensive lineman Connor Suggs.
My name is Connor Suggs, number 61, play offensive line, and I'm a senior. I'm McDonald.
Go to order.
Probably something off the dog menu. Country.
Anyone in particular?
Nobody in particular, just any country. The white. Atmosphere. Just working out and practice, and all the coaches are trying to make you better every day, and it's just, I like how they do things. Probably squats. Ooh. Oh no, I ain't got one. The beach.
Why?
I used to live at the beach. Good answer. Probably facing the Giants. No.
Come on.
No.
No.
We don't cry. No.
Ever? Have you ever cried?
Probably when I was little.
Define what's little, 12?
No, probably like 7.
Man.
6, 7.
You're a hard dude. You're like nails.
I don't know. Well, let's see. Probably Jets. I don't know no famous person to take, but probably go Longhorn. Steak, potato, or chicken. Yeah, I mean, probably spiders.
Can you do your freak out face?
No, you don't have to be a spider around. You don't come natural. With Gatorade.
What flavor?
Ooh. The white one, I don't know what it's called. Water, food, somewhere to sleep.
That's a good answer.
Can't hold on. STATHOPOULOS.
He got it.
Yep. All right. Hooray for Prattville! Hooray for Prattville! Someone in the stands is yelling, "Hooray for Prattville!" 1, 2, 3, 4. Tell me who you're yelling for. Prattville. That's who.
Yeah.
That was it.
Pretty good.
This is Caleb Ross, head football coach at the Prattville Lions. I want a special thanks, special shout out to Long Lewis Ford for being a proud supporter of Prattville football. Prattville football and Long Lewis, both built Ford tough.
I think this we advise thing has gotten a little bit out of control.
What do you mean?
Hootie, I think I need a change. Should I cut my hair?
Disney World or Las Vegas?
Leather pants or a kilt?
How can I get
What do
my
you think?
Is it all right to wear
SUV or
socks with
sports?
Do you
sandals?
babysit?
Let's just stick with what we know.
Gibson's Tire Pros, we advise, you decide. Serving the River region for over 35 years and carrying great tire brands like Bridgestone and Firestone.
In our profession, we see a lot of remarkable recoveries. One thing that each success story has in common is the courage needed to take that first step. At Dreyer Physical Therapy Institute, we want to make it as easy as possible for you to get the expert opinion you need, so we've made that first step free. Sign up for a complimentary screen at any Dreyer location today, and we'll assess your condition and recommend the best next steps to get you back on the road to recovery. Call or click today to schedule your complimentary screen. DreyerPT.com/screen.
I'm a teenage girl. My BFF Becky texts and says she's kissed Johnny. Well, that's a problem because I like Johnny. Now I'm emotionally compromised and whoopsies. I'm all, OMG, Becky's not even hot. And if you've got cut rate insurance, you could be paying for this yourself. So get Allstate. You can save money and be better protected from mayhem like me.
Mayhem is everywhere, so get an Allstate agent. Are you in good hands?
Coach, you said it all throughout the season, and we love this Inside the Lions Cage bit because you get to see what a diverse group of kids you really have. And Connor Suggs is definitely in a class by himself.
Well, you know, man, he's it's not surprising that he's a very to the point young man, and man, I think you get to see that a little bit. But you know what? As an O-lineman, that's what I want, man. That's a guy. I tell you what, last week we played Auburn. Little story about Connor, man. We went forward on 4th and 1, and people have asked me about it because we were on 16-yard line. it was Connor's belief that we could get it. It's what sold me on it. He come in and said, Coach, we can move that guy. We can get 6 inches. So I said, let's do it. If Connor Suggs said we can do it, man, I believe it. And sometimes you got to go what those kids feel. And we barely got it, but he got it. But, man, a fine young man who you talking about cares. And he's another one. Man, he's a senior that's been wanting this moment, and here we are.
Absolutely. And now we've wrapped up a berth in the playoffs for the first time in 4 seasons, and now we get a chance to go and do something we hadn't done in 4 seasons also, and that would be sweep the Montgomery schools with Lanier coming up.
That's it. You know, we got Lanier. And this game is important for a lot of reasons. You don't, first of all, man, it's a challenge, and I think our kids will handle it the right way. You don't want to let down, because technically this game doesn't mean anything when it comes to playoffs, but it means something for a couple of reasons. First of all, like you said, we played 3 Montgomery schools. Man, you want to win every game. It's a local area. You have to live with these guys. You want to sweep the 3 Montgomery schools. Probably ain't done that, man, probably since what, I guess 14. 14. So, man, that's going to be a big goal. But you want the right momentum going into the playoffs. You don't want to have a down night, Friday night, not play well and lose, then try to go play a very quality opponent in the first round. You just don't want that. You want the right momentum. So, and to me, the last reason why it's important, it's competition. And that's the whole point I'm trying to get to our kids. It doesn't matter who we play or what's at stake. I want them to have the same focus, the same mindset of preparation anytime we go compete. So we're going to challenge our kids, see if we can get that done Friday night.
It's the regular season finale. It's at Crampton Bowl. We need the Lion Nation to come out and support. Coach, this is also not only a chance to sweep Montgomery schools, but a chance to go undefeated in Crampton Bowl, which also hadn't been done in quite a while for us. Yeah,
that's true. It'd be 2-0, man. You play Lee, which was a really good opponent, play Lanier. I kind of like playing over there, man. It's kind of, man, they've really done a good job. I will say that City of Montgomery's done a really good job with Crampton Bowl. It's a nice venue. Obviously, enough space there, very roomy. Man, I hope everybody will come out. This is, you know, because especially if you're a person that really can't, maybe not be able to travel, because that first round of the game, we're going to be in the Mobile region. You know, we don't know exactly who we're going to play. So, man, it's a chance to go out and come watch our team play their last regular season game. And we're going to need you know, man, we need everybody out. Man, just the energy that our fan base brings, that really motivates our kids. Man, it gets them dialed in. And we traveled well this year, so I expect nothing different this Friday.
You heard it. Coach Ross expects you to be there, so you be there. 7 o'clock kick, Friday at Crampton Bowl. It's Prattville versus longtime rival Sid Lanier. Be there. We'll see you then. For Coach Ross and the Mills are behind the camera, I'm Will Barrett saying good night, God bless, and go Lions.
The Prattville Lions Football Review Show with Coach Caleb Ross. Brought to you by Long Lewis Ford,
Gibson's Tire Pros,
Dreyer Physical Therapy, and Lynn North, your local All-State agent.